Hi, I'm Jeff Gonzalez, president of Trident Concepts, and today I'm here with Brownells Daily Defense to talk to you about defining EDC. So first of all, what is EDC? EDC is a term that stands for everyday carry. Now, every day is probably not reality. I choose to subscribe to the 80% rule, which means that 80% of the time I am carrying. So why is that important? Well, the fact is we don't know when bad things can happen. We are training and educating ourselves and preparing for basically an unknown. So if you did know that a bad thing was going to happen and then you decided to carry your gun, well, the best thing to do is to not go. So since I can't really have that level of future vision, I have to rely on the fact that since I don't know, I have to be prepared all the time. And that is where EDC really comes from. So if we were to specifically define EDC, again referencing that 80% rule, that would mean that 280 days out of the year you would be armed. And the reason behind that is that we also have to live our lives. And there are plenty of places that we go that we legally cannot take a firearm. So you have to understand that it's not going to ever be every day. It's not going to ever be 100%. But if you can subscribe to about 80%, that's really, really good. The other thing is, out of a 24-hour daily cycle, how many hours would you actually be armed? So if you think about, 16 hours being the normal waking hours, that would be 12 hours. And that's a pretty substantial block of time that you would have to be armed. So why is this very important? Because number one, it's going to greatly impact your choice of firearms. And we'll talk about that later. But the key thing is it's also going to give you great insight into what and how you would carry. So some of the other things we talk about is what is the difference between range wear and your normal street clothes, your normal everyday clothes? Well, everyday clothes would be something like what I'm wearing right now. It's not, ideally it's not ideal for going to the range. It's what I would normally wear. And the point is that I need to be considering this as I'm selecting my everyday carry loadout. When we rely on range wear, which is very comfortable to go to the range and very comfortable to wear guns on a regular basis, what ends up happening is that we create a false sense of security about really what we're doing. So we want to try to avoid that. The other thing that we have to talk about is work environments. In many cases, it is prohibitive to carry firearms in the workplace. Whether that's right or wrong, it's a fact of life that you have to respect. So you have to also recognize that there are going to be some times that you really just can't carry because, again, there are some sort of restrictions. The bottom line is that at some point, as you move through this cycle, you're going to start to appreciate that there's probably not a single solution to all of these scenarios that we're talking about. And that's the point. You're going to have to put more thought into how you go about your daily activities. Choosing to carry a firearm is a lifestyle choice. It's not one that has strict parameters, but it's one that you have to know the parameters. You have to know your left and right limits so that you can work well in them. So if you have questions or comments, please feel free to post them down below. I'm Jeff Gonzalez. Until then, take care and stay safe.